What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. And yeah, since this month is Black History Month, we're going to be talking all things Black brothers and sisters and their Black excellence and their successful careers, what they've done in their lives that are making them take more W's than taking L's. So, for my version of Black History Month, I want to talk about one man that changed the game in television forever. I'm talking about my brother from another mother, Walter Emanuel Jones, also known as the Mighty Morphin Black Ranger, Zack Taylor. Hip hop kiddo, hip hop dancing, loving, fun individual that you just love to watch. I remember back then in 2001 growing up, because the 2000s were really a changing milestone for the human race, right? Here's the story for me of what made me love Mighty Morphin Season 1 in general. Because I remember going to the stadium, aka the flea market. Not a thrift store, not Blockbuster, the flea market. Outside where I live at. I remember looking at the VHS section, and then I see the Happy Birthday Zack episode with Zack morphing into his Zord, into his helmet. No. Zack morphing into his Ranger form, into his own Mastodon Zord. Him finding the Nasty Knight, his Zord on the side, the logo, and the Happy Birthday Zack tags on the VHS. I remember for the likes of me, when I was just a youngster, going to New York for the first time. I think it was in mid-90s or 96. I'm not sure. But I remember seeing the VHS tapes of High Five, Happy Birthday Zack, and No Clowning Around. Then I've seen, I think, Green Medieval Part 4 or 5. And then I've seen the 95 movie on VHS. And we had the SNES, the Super Nintendo, and the first MMPR game on our console. And so, I remember watching, I believe, No Clowning Around or even Happy Birthday Zack. I'm not sure. But I remember the first time I saw the VHS, I had to watch it. I just want to see what the episodes were about. And so when I was watching Happy Birthday Zack in 2001, I can't help but to think, why didn't I know all about this when the show was popping off in 1993? I was 2 when the show came out. I wasn't even a year old until around 94 or 95 or 96. When I got a bit older, I was able to watch those shows. But it wasn't in 2001 that my love for Mighty Morphin was going through the roof, mentally and physically. But watching this episode, boy, let me tell you, even though Zack got his behind whooped by the Nasty Knight, the episode was about him thinking that his friends forgot about his birthday. But it was the music and the fight and the Megazord battle that really made me love this episode so much. Because anytime when I watch Netflix, YouTube, Tubi, every time I look at MMPR Season 1, all I can think about is that Happy Birthday Zack episode because it was that important. Because I just love seeing my favorite character on the screen. When I was growing up, even to this day in my adulthood, I still love watching him do his thing on the screen. Being healthy, or if it's the power coin that is making him age backwards, shoot, I need some of that right now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm 34 years old currently, but I'll be 35 in a few weeks. Still look the same, like he ain't lost a step. That's the Walter Jones in him. That's how goated Zack is. As much as I love Adam, but Zack is the guy. And there's a reason why we're talking about him in Black History Month, because he was one of my all-time favorites that I grew up with the most. Which y'all thoughts? Let me know.